Howdy, Tannaki here. With the end of Splatoon 3 possibly on the horizon, I figured it was time to put together my own personal wish list for Splatoon 4. That's features, added modes, weapons, and that sort of thing. Without further ado, let's get into it. We need more chaotic weapon balancing. Splatoon 3, despite the chaos theme, kind of felt like the balancing was really micromanaged and it left no room for random fun. It was nice to not have to deal with horrendously overpowered weapons, but we technically still see issues like that in small examples like 52 Gal and the Trizuka. Splatoon 2 felt way more chaotic with this random weapon balancing. You know, there's a weird way to put it, but look at it this way. Even today, if you play Splatoon 2, you're much more likely to randomly explode for no reason when compared to Splatoon 3, because subs and specials in 2 were just more chaotic overall, in my opinion. Please, please, please! Better updates for Salmon Run. Salmon Run feels almost forgotten at times. They've had only 7 new stages since the game came out, and half of them are returning Splatoon 2 stages. Rotations just feel flat out machine generated at times. In general, there needs to be more thought out rotations, but throw in some random ones for that chaos factor. Sure, that could lead to the occasional match where you somehow end up with 2 chargers, but that's bound to introduce an annoying challenge anyways. Of course, a new weapon class or 2. With how many we've gotten so far, I wouldn't be able to come up with a new one off the top of my head, but I'm sure someone could. That's, you know, what they're getting paid to do. In general, I think each game should introduce at least 1 new class, but 2 would be cool. There's got to be a minimum of at least 3 kits per weapon, guaranteed. That's more of a controversial talking point in Splatoon 3, but that's a more realistic outcome that I would prefer. However, there's always custom kits. Yeah, I was gonna get around to it eventually. Custom kits would add so much customization and tamper factor to the game. Tampering with your kit, I mean. Having the ability to experiment with your own custom made kit and going into battle knowing you have a setup you built for yourself, it would be perfect. This and the abilities and chunks that you've used would turn Splatoon into the ultimate build your own armory shooter for the Switch, or just the perfect shooter for the Switch in general, or Switch 2, I guess. Up next, we got a return to form, 2 idols, 2 teams in Splatfest. 3 idol system, it doesn't really work and it kinda inspires hostility in the community with unbalanced teams, and quite frankly it's just easier to connect to only 2 idols. They have to have good characterization in case Splatoon 4 leaves behind all the old idols for new characters and locations. Simple as that. We need to have more crossover Splatfests in regions outside of Japan. They were very fun in Splatoon 2, but we didn't have that many in Splatoon 3. And I understand that crossover Splatfests are a regional thing, because obviously, if it's a Japanese brand that has no stake in North America, then why have that Splatfest in North America? Nobody's gonna know what it's about. But there were some crossover Splatfests in Japan in Splatoon 3, so we just need that effort in North America. I get that there's a much larger crowd for Splatoon 3 in Japan, but you know, there's a pretty decent crowd in North America as well. Bring back Amiibo concert performances, dear God! There should be more ranked modes, casual modes too. What we have is pretty fun, but we got absolutely nothing new in Splatoon 3, and the stuff gets old really quickly. Maybe a Splatoonified version of Death Run, a casual mode where a team of 4 has to quickly reach the end of an obstacle course while another team of 4 activate various ink-related traps to stop those players. A Death Run style mode would be good for casual players, and having the added function of swimming in ink could switch it up from the classic Death Run most people know. Man, I hope I'm qualified enough to talk about this type of thing. I mean, there's so many other people out there that know a lot more than me. I should check, make sure. Disgusting. And just to be safe,
think I'm good.